Hello travelers, welcome back to the Evrim-Yıldız Oracle Workshop. You are currently tuned in for bite-sized messages with zodiac piles. Today we're taking a look at what the full moon is bringing you, centering around the card of the Queen of Cups, which is you. For today, every single pile will have Queen of Cups in the middle. We will be asking for insight on two categories of your life that will change with the full moon. For those of you watching around the time that this is posted, this applies to the full moon in Libra, and if you are not, that's completely fine. You can apply this to the upcoming full moon. Remember that this reading is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I simply aim to reflect the energy or spirituality you already know about. If you'd like to request topics, be sure to comment. Also, thank you everyone again for your support. One of my shorts went crazy and thank you everyone. You may choose from 3 piles based on the images or the zodiac signs. For today's piles, we have pictures of queens. All timestamps for the piles are below. As a disclaimer, tarot is not a substitute for professional help of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I currently do not offer personal readings. Enjoy your stay. Hello pile 1 and the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what the full moon is bringing you as the Queen of Cups. Now, if you missed the intro, every reading today will have Queen of Cups in the middle. Now, pile 1, your cards for the day are Reverse Fool, 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Reverse 2 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and Reverse Ace of Cups. Now, pile 1. On one hand, what the full moon is bringing you is, if you are feeling stuck, pile 1, you're reaching your flow state again. It seems to me that there has been some sort of blockage. This may have affected your work, your creativity, how you express yourself. For example, even if you felt like you were much more extroverted or introverted at the time, what's happening for you in this full moon is that some emotions will be coming up, which you'll need to address first. So we're talking about something that has something that has happened in the past, and perhaps you push it in the background, perhaps you didn't have the time, or you didn't feel like you were strong enough, and now it seems like something's boiling up again. And now, pile 1, it will be important for you to not ignore this again, because if you do again, it seems that this might come to some sort of explosion point, let's say, in a later point. So it's important for you to address these feelings, even if you don't like them. Something else that's coming up for this pile is perhaps you're differentiating your emotions from acceptable emotions to like not acceptable emotions. And the message coming here is that's not true, and this sort of thinking is hurting you. What I mean by this, pile 1, is if you're thinking, for example, now this is just an example. For example, like feeling sad and happy, whatever, is okay, but feeling angry is wrong. Like, I can't feel angry. For some of you here, that is relevant. If you're stopping yourself from feeling some emotions because you feel like they're just not appropriate, I'm here to say that that is not true. All emotions are valid. It's the way we express them that can become hurtful. For example, I can feel all the anger I have. That's not a problem. It becomes a problem when I, for example, start hurting people because I'm angry. Now that's the problem. The feelings themselves, they're not problematic. So that's your first branch of things coming for you in the full moon. On the second branch, pile 1, I see here that you're asserting boundaries. You may come across a situation that will challenge you in the near future. And I'm not talking about something that's like something that's very hurtful. This will be most likely some sort of emotional trigger. For example, your friend says something that they don't know that would hurt you in this way, and you feel hurt, and now you have to say something or you have to react a certain way. What I'm seeing here is that you will get a situation where you will have the chance to assert your boundaries. Now, this might be a topic for you, Pile 1, asserting boundaries. And when you do, this will happen. This will help you to get your new era going. There's a new chapter in your life that's opening, and it seems to me that perhaps some people in this pile are thinking like, oh, I need to get better, do better, and what can I do to like get this new life? And the message coming through for those of you pile 1 are, you already have the new life, but having it is not enough to feel it. You have to actually act upon it. And so in this full moon, you are being called to take your place, let's say, as the Queen of Cups in your new life, as well as addressing some emotions like the Queen of Cups, which I find very fitting. Now, Pile 1, that's the message I see for you today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in another reading. I wish you a wonderful full moon, and we'll see each other next time. Goodbye. Hello, Pile 2 and the fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what the full moon is bringing you. And you, in the middle, is the Queen of Cups for today. And now, a disclaimer for those of you who have skipped the beginning. Every reading today will have Queen of Cups in the middle, which represents you. Now, your cards for the day, Pile 2, are the Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, reverse Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Pile 2, the first thing that the full moon is bringing you is an end to a painful situation. Now, this situation, this might be anything from ranging to some sort of toxic relationship of any kind, to your job. This could be anything. It's coming to an end. And the important thing here is the catch, so to say. It's not your choice that it's ending. Now, this doesn't mean that it's not good for you. It is. But it will be important later. You'll see what I mean later. Now, Pile 2. A new opportunity will be at your doorstep extremely fast as soon as this thing ends. You may have been thinking about how you can get rid of this thing, or like, oh, how am I gonna get rid of this thing? How can I distance myself from this person, relationship, thing, company, whatever? For a lot of you, job-related things are coming up, though. We're talking like perhaps your job, your boss, your placement, salary, whatever. A lot of that is coming up. However, it doesn't have to be that. Take it how it resonates. Now, this thing ending, you probably expect this. However, the new opportunity that is coming, you probably do not accept that one. And that's what the full moon wants you to know. Be open to receiving the new opportunity. Be open to discarding whatever doesn't serve you now. Now, the second thing that the full moon is bringing you is that you'll be moving on willingly. And now this is in your control for a better future. I see here for a lot of you that you have been envisioning something, you have been persisting, you have been sticking onto your dreams like every single minute, even if people are like, oh, like Pile 2, I don't know if that's realistic, Pile 2, like I don't think, like, you know with your situation, and you're like, no, I know what I want, I know what I will get. Now, this second part is connected to the first part, which is why I said do keep that in mind. So the ending of the thing, that's not something you can control. It's gonna end. Like, it's going anyways. It would be in your best interest to let it go. And now you may find it useful to journal about this. Write your feelings down. Talk with a good friend. Just let the emotions flow through you. Don't store them. Don't keep them. Don't keep onto them. Just let it be. Let it flow. And as you let things flow, this new thing coming into your life, you will also be moving on spiritually, emotionally, like mentally from this thing. Yes, there will also be a physical opportunity coming along, but it is also very important that you want to move on, that you can, that you don't let this thing haunt you, that you don't let this one thing get your attention from what you have been envisioning for so long. And it is also important that you don't try to control the first one. So please, pile 2, it is important for you that put your control in the right places. The first situation that is ending, I'm sorry to tell you, you cannot control that. This is something that's already, it's like a natural force. It's like you can't really stop the rain if you wanted to. I mean, you can get an umbrella. Now that's the choice. That's the second choice. But trying to stop the rain, that's not going to work. So, pile 2. When this thing comes, please, instead of trying to stop the rain, make the effort to get yourself an umbrella. And when the opportunity comes, create the opportunity in your mind to move on. Let it flow. Just let it flow. And the vision you have, keep persisting. You will get the results. The 10 of Cups, it doesn't get better than this. And that's the message I see for you, pile 2. Thank you for listening. I wish you a great full moon. And I'll see you in another video. Goodbye. Hello, pile 3 and the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Today, we'll be taking a look at what the full moon is bringing you as the Queen of Cups. Now, if you have skipped the intro, every pile today will have the Queen of Cups in the middle as it represents you in this reading. Your cards for the day, pile 3, are the Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Temperance, the Knight of Wands, Reverse Lovers, and Reverse King of Swords. Now, pile 3, the first thing I see here that the full moon is bringing you is that you will be finding a part of you again by denying someone. Now, this might sound counterintuitive at first. However, it's about you, first of all, setting boundaries. And second of all, it's also about you recognizing that you don't have to conform. Some of you may see in your surroundings that a lot of people get into relationships either because they're being pressured by their family or their friends, or they just want to keep up, and you might feel like an outsider. For a lot of you in this pile, you are probably single, and it doesn't have to be, but take it how it resonates. A lot of you are. And it's like, no, I don't want a relationship. That's not what I want for myself right now. Like, that's not, like, if that's gonna make me a cold-hearted person, then so be it. I'm not ready for that right now. And all of the love I have, I want to give it to my platonic relationships, not my romantic ones. It's like you're saying no. And this might relate to somebody asking you out on a date, or somebody might be persisting to ask you out or to become your partner, and you might say, no, I'm not doing this. only because I'm being pressured to. I want a relationship. For some of you, you may want a relationship, but you may also feel like there is nobody in this world for you. It's like, it's weird dual energy right now. So some of you might feel like, no, I never want a relationship. Like, I'm not interested. And for some of you, it's more like, I feel like there is nobody in my life that can understand me on the wavelength I am on right now, and I will not compromise just to not be alone. And that's okay. What the full moon is bringing you is you accepting this a lot more wholeheartedly through rejecting someone, which I find very interesting in your pile 3. Now, the second thing that the full moon is bringing you, and perhaps the second part of your story, is you saying, I can do both. I can be the queen of cups. I can be the queen of wands. I can be temperance if I want to. Like, like I'm gonna grow wings, bitch. It's this like pure energy. It's like, this isn't even only persistence. This is spiritual. You might be somebody who's into spirituality, or, I mean, you are watching a tarot video right now, so I'm just, you have to believe a little bit to be here. So, and, I also just realized you have a princess wearing a purple gown, and purple is considered to be a very spiritual color. Either way, it's you finding yourself, and in that you find yourself, you also find your people. Now, you coming home to yourself, setting those boundaries, saying no, and actually journaling, doing the work, like healing emotionally, like this is also something that's very emotional. Your rejection, dear God, your rejection will probably be an emotional response that will trigger other emotions. And so when you journal through these emotions, when you work through these emotions, you will come to find your people. It seems to me that the more you accept yourself, the closer you get to people who accept you in return for simply accepting yourself. And that's very beautiful. I mean, we also have here in your pile, on one side, where it regards to love, rejection, we have a knight. Now, knights aren't terrible. No, like, I'm not the one to say that. But considering the hierarchy in tarot, we have the queens and the kings, we have the knights, and we have the pages. So we're not really at the queen level yet, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't probably feel very safe and secure with romantic love right now. That's not where you thrive. Or on the other hand, where we're talking about home, the Four of Wands, it's all there. Like, another queen, temperance, like you got all the pack there. So you don't shame yourself, pile 3. Don't shame yourself for not wanting a romantic relationship. Don't shame yourself for thriving in your platonic relationships more than your romantic ones. And that's what the full moon is bringing you. That's the message I see for you today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in another reading. Goodbye. And I wish you a great full moon.